Hi, thanks for tuning in to another episode of my podcast, Confessions of Reformed Control Freak. My name is Brian Smith, and if I've learned anything at all in my 40-plus year career as general manager for a major retailer, college professor, and an award-winning entrepreneur, it's this. You aren't born knowing how to manage and lead others. Managing and leading others is a learned behavior. I believe you can learn how to communicate and interact more effectively, build collaborative teams, resolve conflict, or motivate others to perform at their personal best. My podcasts are ideal for first-time supervisors, managers, business leaders, or those looking to be promoted into a leadership role in their organization. Seasoned veterans will also benefit from tuning in. I'll give you my take on the ins and outs of today's business world, and I'll share some tips and techniques to help you develop those soft skills needed to manage and lead others the 21st century way. There is no question that if I knew then what I know now, I would have led others differently. After listening to my Confessions of Reformed Control Freak podcast, I hope you will manage and lead others differently as well. MBWA, a fresh take on the old way. MBWA, managing by walking around. You can't do that by sitting in your corner office. A study by the Hay Group concluded that 67% of the competencies needed to manage and lead others are emotionally based. If you can't make an emotional connection with those that you work with and interact with, you stand little chance of successfully managing or leading. You can't make an emotional connection and establish those all-important relationships with others by sitting in your corner office. You need to spend most of your time talking with and getting to know them for more than the work that they do. And you can't do that sitting in your corner office. We are being judged by a new yardstick, not just how smart we are or by our training and expertise, but also by how well we handle ourselves and each other. Daniel Goleman. Emotional intelligence, often referred to as soft skills, is now considered essential. If you don't like being around people and helping people to be successful, then you will make a lousy manager or leader. If your goal is to become a more effective manager or leader, you can learn to be more open-minded, flexible, empathetic, patient, and motivate others to perform at their best. You can learn how to communicate and interact more effectively, build collaborative teams. You aren't born knowing how to manage and lead others. Managing and leading others is a learned behavior. One of the most important things about being a good manager or leader is to rule with a heart. You have to know the business, but you also have to know what is at the heart of business, and that's people. Oprah. Productivity is still the name of the game. Minimize the input, maximize the output. That formula will never change. However, we must learn to manage and lead differently to achieve that. For the first time in our lifetime, we have the potential to work with 4 different generations in the same workplace at the same time. Each generation communicates, interacts with others, and likes to be managed differently. Your success as a manager or a leader will be based on your ability to adapt your style and manage and lead each generation the way that they want. The old way won't work. MBWA, a fresh take on the old way. You've been listening to my Confessions of Reformed Control Freak podcast. Thank you for tuning in. Give me a thumbs up or leave me a comment and let me know what you think of this episode. If you're looking for answers to the questions about the challenges you face managing and leading others, you can contact me directly at brian@briansmith.pld.com. To print out a hard copy of this or any of my podcast episodes, visit my website at briansmith.pld.com. Are you or someone you know looking for a keynote speaker, a virtual presenter, trainer, or executive coach? Please give me a call. I work with people who want to learn how to communicate and interact more effectively, build collaborative teams, resolve conflict, or motivate others to perform at their personal best. All 4 of my published books are available on Amazon, both in print and e-reader formats. A special edition of New Revelations from a Reformed Control Freak, The Art of Managing and Leading Today's Diverse Workforce, includes a 4-week online development program at no additional cost. Want to stay connected? You can follow me on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Thanks for listening to my Confessions of a Reformed Control Freak podcast. And most importantly, have yourself one heck of a great day.